Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday morning to you and to yours. Welcome to our Fully Awake 365 devotional. How are you this morning, LaDonald?
I'm good.
You are you are off center.
I am.
This you're on the you're in the upside down, as they would say in Stranger Things.
I always try to get my head in front of that light so it doesn't bother people. So that I guess that's why I'm off
You're
center because I'm trying to get
trying to
I'm trying to hide the
get
light.
Well, the good news is we look about the same size today, so we're
Yes.
getting something figured
And earlier, about 5 minutes ago, I had to move a ketchup bottle off that table because we had hamburgers yesterday.
out. Want some ketchup? Yeah. So do you put your ketchup in the refrigerator?
We do not.
Yeah, Brandy insists that we do. I don't. Don't we put, don't you want ketchup in the refrigerator?
I'm pretty sure that ketchup bottles say on the back refrigerate after opening. Do they not?
I don't think so, no.
I don't know. I've
Always
never
put ketchup in the
refrigerated ketchup.
refrigerator.
I don't think mustard is supposed to have to go in the refrigerator either.
Maybe. That's possible. You could be
No, I
right.
do put the mustard in there, oddly enough. I don't know why.
Yeah, I
Mustard, yeah, mustard seed. It would seem like a tomato might go bad more than a mustard seed.
But you know what? Well, let me not go there this morning. You and I we have strong constitutional stomachs. Nothing really gets to us. We have strong
Yeah.
immune systems.
please please read.
She brought
Oh,
it
God, here we
in
go.
there.
Bottom, very bottom. Please read.
Shake, shake well before use. Best if used. For best results, do not refrigerate after opening.
No, come on now. Show everyone.
Refrigerate after opening.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Well,
Brandon here is a direction follower.
I
So
usually am. I am as well, but I have never read that on the back of a ketchup bottle. Now it's going to bother me. But
Well,
for 60
you're
years, I've been okay eating room temperature ketchup.
well, it's
you're gonna be
kind of
eating
like
some cold ketchup.
It's kind of like Granny LaDonna, who I think about. She didn't refrigerate her butter because you don't
Butter,
have to
she never did. My
refrigerate.
mother-in-law, right? She kept her
You
butter
don't
out all
have
the
to, and that
time.
used to bother DE when I would not refrigerate butter. But
Yeah,
you don't have to.
she would leave the butter out.
It just seems so odd to me that a
And
milk
she
product
lived to
would
be
not be.
94.
Okay, Randy says, when in doubt, refrigerate. Hey, family, those of you on today, like, let us know, refrigerate your ketchup or
We're
no? Come
taking
on,
a
let's take a little
poll.
poll here.
Mayonnaise might be another thing though.
Oh, you have to refrigerate mayonnaise. Yeah, that's a must.
I wonder though, like at restaurants, when you go somewhere that has ketchup and mustard on the table, they just leave them out all day long and then they put them back in the refrigerator at night. I think I always see ketchup just like on a shelf at a restaurant or like at a little
Yeah.
waiter server thing or
You can
something.
refrigerate it in the evening.
I don't know.
The mysteries of life we are solving.
Well, think about the little ketchup. Well, think about everything that comes in little packets. They just stay in there for 20 years.
Yeah. Well, if you'll notice though, it says refrigerate after opening. So the packets are closed. So I think that has something to do with it. Once it's open, I think there's
Okay.
something. Yeah.
So far, we are y'all. I am in the majority
I saw
here.
Dr. Sharonda talking about ketchup or something.
Dr. Stern, ketchup, yes, mustard, no, mayo, yes. But so far, everyone, well, oh no, Aunt Andrea got in there and said room temperature ketchup is okay, but everyone else, Dr. Ray, Jacoby, Daphne, Elita, Durante, Myrna, Aaron, JL, refrigerate, all.
Well, think about when we talk about the little packets or like when this is unopened, you don't have to refrigerate it. But somehow when you open it, it spoils it.
Well,
It can
it's
start
the air
spoiling.
that gets to it.
Yeah, but I was thinking about yesterday, we were talking about Jeph's daughter, 2 months. to go bewail her
Bewail for virginity.
virginity. And so when the ketchup is a virgin, it can stay on the shelf and
Yeah.
it is unspoiled. But if you open it, you gotta put it in the refrigerator now. Jephthah's daughter opened the ketchup. What are we gonna do now? She was bewailing her virginity and opened the ketchup. So, all right, I'm wrong. I was wrong. All right, we done talking about ketchup, LaDonna?
I think we're done.
I didn't start it anyway. Why are you asking me? All right, September the 29th is on today. We're going to talk about the isness of your business, the isness of God's love. And we're still in the month of truth as a journey, not as a destination. And I have a little joy for everyone on today. I think my sister will definitely recommend this. By the way, this song is part of my Halloween playlist, my Halloween musical playlist. And you might not understand why until I tell you after we realize what the song is. But I'll tell you why this song is on my Halloween playlist after we hear it. Here we go. Okay. All right. Everybody's looking at me like, "Are you done with this?" Like I wasn't quite done with it yet. All right. Did you recognize it, LaDonna? Of course.
Yeah,
Don't say it. Don't
can't.
say it.
Oh, okay. I cannot figure out why it's on your Halloween playlist.
You about to find out. You about to get told. All right, Brandon.
Dr. Sharonda was in with it. Really quickly before I forget, Miss Laverne, all right, come on to the family party here. Said I have never refrigerated either. So,
Still on it.
yeah, Laverne's in the club as well. Let's see. Um, Antonio, Alita, yeah, a bunch of people got it. DE,
Mm.
Durante, Laverne, Jacoby, Dr. Ray, Myrna. Um, Shannon said, was it a costume? She got it right, but then asked, was it a costume? So maybe she's wondering why it's on your plate. It's
I
Lovey.
don't think so.
Elita said because it sounds like the Monster Mash, maybe.
I have
And
a
then Jacoby
guess.
said, yeah, I thought maybe it was the Monster Mash. Okay, so reveal DE. They all got it right
All
though.
right, let LaDonna reveal it, and then I'll say why it was on my Halloween playlist.
Okay, it's the theme song for the television show in the 70s, Hawaii
Teach it,
Five-O.
teach it, teach it.
And I'm gonna guess that you were so little in the 70s that when they said Book 'em Dano, it scared you.
No, but I remember that. I remember Bookham Dano. That's a good guess. So it's more religious. It's totally
Okay.
a, what'd you say?
I said, okay.
It's totally like a religious conditioning thing, like being raised, Christianity. We don't do idols. We don't do any type of carved image. They had in the opening of Hawaii Five-O, they had tikis,
Oh
like
yeah,
in the
like
little
the
kind of
totem pole things, the
like the
head.
little totems and the tikis and the fire spinning around it. I was like, "Who's worshiping strange
The
gods? Someone's
devil. Oh
worshiping
my
strange gods."
gosh, that's why it scared you.
It scared
Funny.
me because I was a religious zealot and there's only one way to God. And how dare anyone bring their culture into my white Eurocentric culture? Get your tikis and your torches and go back to your country because you're scaring all the white people over here.
I would
Yeah,
never have guessed that.
it scared me because I,
Hilarious.
I
So
thought, man, this is
you were afraid of the Polynesian culture.
Polynesian worship. I was like, don't be talking about no ancestral worship around here.
have you ever seen Polynesian men do a haka?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you got to see that. That would definitely have scared you when you were little. It's like a I think I'm saying that right. Haka, but it's they like all get in lines, and it was like a preparation for war, but they also do it to like honor people who have died or to honor their heroes. And it's like they chant and they I'll send one to you. Anyway, that would have totally scared you when you were little. Because they look like they're really mad, but they're not.
I was scared. I had got scared a little bit. Yeah. I would rather have listened to the opening of Benson. Remember the show Benson?
Yeah.
Robert Guillaume and or Maud.
Well, but let me tell you what really scared
The,
you.
the tiki scared me.
Let me tell you what else scared you. Wah, wah, wah. The beginning of Ironside.
Ironside. He got shot.
He got
He
shot and
got
fell out of
shot,
the
Lieutenant
wheelchair, and I
Dan.
used it in the blood. Showed the
Oh man,
blood.
Ironside scared me. I was like, think, please fall asleep before Maud goes off. Yeah. And then there's Maud. All right, all the bra burners. The is-ness, thanks for talking about ketchup and Hawaii and tikis this morning. The ketchup, sorry, the is-ness of God's love to you,
I'm going
LaDonna.
to need to go get some ketchup to fortify my strength to read this long affirmation. Here we go. All right. I cannot earn or unearn God's love. God's love is not a response or a reaction to anything. God is love. Nothing can separate me from God's love. Nothing can separate God from being God. And nothing can keep God from being love. Today, I understand a mystery that I have boldness in the day of judgment because as He is, so am I. Perfect love casts out fear, and today I will allow my love to conquer any fear.
Amen, church. That's all you need right there. You're not getting the rest of it. That's all you need.
Go in peace.
Go in peace. 1 John 4:8 tells us that God is love. And so the idea of a perfect expression of love is not action, it is essence. And so if you'll think about kind of a catchword, I hear people talking in grace circles, grace theology circles these days, that we don't want our relationship with God to be considered as transactional. So in this idea, we give something to get something, or we do something to reap a reward, or to avoid a consequence, or we do something to move God's hand. Hezekiah was told, "You're going to die, sucker. You're going down. You're going down to Chinatown." And Hezekiah turned his face to the wall and prayed, and God extended his life for 15 years. Why 15? I don't know. Maybe he didn't put his ketchup in the refrigerator. You only get 15 years. But this idea that we have to think about all the transactions we bring to the ideas of love, both with divine love and with human love. We think we gotta attend church. You gotta give the praise. The praise has got to go up in order for the blessings to come down. You have to you got to tithe. You have to worship. You have to love God. You have to follow the commands. You have to do these things to kind of situate yourself in the presence of God's love. But the truth is, none of those things earn you God's love, because God's love is not a response to anything. Okay, in one of Pauline's epistles, it's too early for me to remember right now, but it's not that we loved God, but God loved us. Now that's dissing us on our human level a little bit, by saying that we're not capable of godly love. Well, I don't like that passage, although it does highlight something that we didn't love God first. God's love to us is not a response to our belief, our Christianity, our Islamic practices, our Jewish observance of Yom Kippur or Rosh Hashanah or the high and holy days. These are all man-made things. God is love. What does that mean? So you can't change the essence of God. When we see it as action, it's something that can be taken away from us. And especially in human love, I fell out of love with somebody. We were in love, but now we're not in love anymore. Well, that's not the way God's love works. The love of the universe is essence. It is not action. So it's not something, watch this, God does not give us love. This may sound a little weird. God doesn't love you. That's a good part. That's a good devotion for
Sermon
today. God
title.
doesn't love you. How about that? Start your day off that way today. What are we saying? That's just an interesting way of saying God doesn't love you. God is love. And so the love that we sense is not because God goes, "Ooh, I'm gonna send some love today." They gave the praises, I'm gonna send some love. No. We raise our vibration at times in corporate worship. We raise our vibration as givers, as those who love those who spitefully use us. We raise our vibration to a love essence, and then we experience the love that always is, not the love that's being sent, the love that God gives to us. God doesn't give us love. God doesn't love us. God is love. And so, in that way of thinking, you can never not experience God's love, no matter what you do. Whether you make your bed in, it's a bad translation there. It's not hell, it's Sheol or Sheol. If you die, God is love. If you ascend to heaven, God is love. And so, in that way, people, be encouraged today. There is nothing you can do to change, not the action, but you cannot change the essence, the isness of God's love. All right. So what's our challenge? To try to begin, first of all, to conceptualize and then to put it into praxis or a practical application of being love. I don't love when someone loves me. I don't love as a response to something. I don't love as a reaction to something. I don't love because someone praises me or flatters me or critiques me or doesn't love me. I become love. I am love. And so in my I amness, my love becomes the isness. Let your I amness become the isness. Yeah, you are love. And so the business of your isness today is to express love as your beingness and to experience God's love in God's essence or the isness of God's love. All right, Shorty Dog, back to you, LaDonna.
All right. The business of your isness. That's another good title.
Business of your isness. Yep.
I was thinking it's kind of like water. Water cannot not be wet. It's like, it's just water doesn't decide who it's
Yep.
gonna get wet when it gets on it. Everybody that gets in the water is gonna get wet. That's kind of a
Yep.
good analogy for me.
About to get in it.
All right, so here's our ending prayer. Perfect love, give me the strength to become love. Today, I desire not only to love others, I want to be love. Amen.
To be loved. What is it from the Beatles? The greatest thing you'll ever learn is to love and be loved. There you go. Also from Moulin Rouge, great movie. Um, all right, my peoples, have a great beginning of your week connection tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, in person and virtually. Wednesday night, gospel or inclusion 101. Friday, right back here with our devotion. And Sunday morning on the Lord's Day, we will be receiving the Holy Eucharist to get together. And so encourage everybody to be out on the first Sunday. Enjoy, I think, a beautiful week this week. It's always beautiful. Even if it's raining, it's beautiful. But we love you guys. Hope you have a joyful beginning of your day. And if you need a little joy, just think about Brandy and me
With the ketchup.
arguing, arguing over the ketchup on today. All right, go in peace. See you guys.